Do you ever wonder what OPM actually is and how to access it? If you're a real estate investor, you've heard the phrase OPM thrown around like candy, like anybody can get it. And if you can't, you're just the outlier. Now, it turns out that's completely wrong. Now, this catchphrase, OPM, or other people's money, can mean many things, from syndications to JV partnerships. Shout out to all the rich uncles out there syndicating their nephews' deals. But what most people mean when they mention OPM is debt financing, lender or private money lending. Today, I'm gonna help you work out where private money comes from, the secret recipe private money lenders look for in a deal, and the steps you can take to speed things up to access this capital. If we haven't met yet, my name's John Newfer. I'm a private money lender, mentor, and broker. I've originated hundreds of loans for millions of dollars, and for the last 8 years, I've shown others to do the exact same. Now, in order to understand the secret recipe private money lenders use so you can access OPM, it's extremely important to have a context to what private money is and where it comes from. To make it incredibly easy, I'm going to introduce you to the theoretical, even though it's not so theoretical, land of money. This is where the good old boys live. A land of plenty where money never stops flowing. Literally, there's so much money coming in, they don't know what to do with it. This is where our high net worth individuals live, our family offices, and our hedge funds live. But the problem is they're surrounded by a very deep and endless pit called the pit of despair. If the good old boys don't use their money, it eventually ends up in the pit of despair, never to be seen again. Now that's inflation, and I think we all understand how that works. Thankfully, just a short distance away is the land of opportunity. See, this is where you and me live, and everyone else on the planet. We work hard, we have families, and we have real jobs. You see, the good old boys want to send money over to the land of opportunity to preserve and grow their wealth. The only way this can happen, however, is to construct a bridge. Thankfully, very smart designers and architects, private lenders, show up and design that bridge for us, and they call it real estate secured promissory notes, i.e. a good deal for the good old boys. You see, the good old boys trust the architects because the architects, i.e. private lenders, possess strong financial backgrounds, track records, and their kids play on the same basketball team. As long as the bridge meets the private lender specs, the good old boys will send as much money as they can over to the land of opportunity. You see, the lender calls the shots on how the bridge is constructed. However, they don't source the materials to make that happen. And that's where you and I come in. You and I are the foremans. We get the material, we hire the labor, and we physically construct that bridge. All we need to do is simply meet the architect's requirements to build the bridge to get the flow of money moving from the good old boys. Now, to build this bridge, 3 parts are needed. Pillar 1, Pillar 2, and a road to funding. All need to be sound, firm, and reliable. The first pillar represents the subject property. The subject property is the real estate that is securing the promissory note. To boil it down, if crap hits the fan, this is where the good old boys go to recap their investments. The second pillar represents the sponsor. You see, the sponsor is good old boy jargon for the responsible party, the guarantor, the borrower. They sign the loan, they supervise the property, they make the payments. They're essentially the star of the show. Now, the third and final aspect is that road which puts everything together, and that road is called the strategy. This is the story, the deal, or the scenario. How's the money being invested? What is the upside? What's the exit? This is the borrower's deal, but the lender's scenario. Now, the key to succeeding with private money is knowing what private money lender appetites are with each one of these pillars. You see, if you know the secret to each pillar, you'll know how to unlock unlimited cash from the good old boys and accelerate the growth of your business. To make it easier to consume and allow you the opportunity to deeply understand what private money lenders want, and to prevent this video from being hours long, watch one of these videos to get a deep dive in each pillar so you can unlock other people's money.